Welcome, welcome, Unify team builders. Robin Lynn here. I have such great things to share with you today. Before I begin, welcome to Unify. Welcome to your new home, your new family. For those of you who have been with Unify for a little bit now, for maybe a couple weeks or more, maybe you've been into the flow of things here. For those of you who are new, welcome to those of you who are new to our team. If you are new, this may be a little jolting for you, so just sit back, take some notes, and refer back to the person who sponsored you in Unify, or the person who brought you to this lovely webinar here, or the person that is going to be sponsoring you, or your team leader. So we'll talk more about all of the details in a bit. I first want to just welcome the team leaders that have been rallying up all of you. Those of you who have been leading with this movement, you know that what we're doing here is to support, of course, yourself, but also to help you help others in gaining real freedom, real simple, which is the tagline of Unify. And the MO from the beginning, as John Kinnear and Ron have shared, Ron Monterulli, the CEO, they've shared with us that this is about creating financial sustainability for yourself and throughout the world. So we're here to create a legacy, and that's what we're going to be doing. All right, so the time is now, and I'm not just saying that, it's not a cliche. I promise you, the time is now, and there's a reason for that, and I'm gonna go over with you the timeline. I'm gonna go over with you the timeline of launch and why it is so important that you pay attention to this timeline so that you can capitalize on it. It's to help you and to help your teams, to help you help yourself, and for you to help your teams. So there's many reasons why now is very, very, very crucial for us all to be very focused and to be very attentive to knowing what strategy and process to follow so that we're not overwhelmed, right? And so that we can handle more growth, because it's only gonna get bigger. I'm gonna address all of this in a little bit. So we're gonna go over the timeline for launch. We're gonna go over the funnel structure and shift and breaking the process down. Those of you who are on Mike Klingler's teams, or if you're here because Shane Carling or Aaron Ellis or AJ brought you in, or you're in another team, absolutely awesome, welcome, welcome. Some of this stuff may seem a little new to you if you haven't been inundated with Team Mike or myself or other leaders that we've been working with. I want to share with you as much as I can from this breakdown strategic process. And if you have questions at the end, go to the person who brought you here, who referred you here, go to your sponsor or your team leader. I'm going to constantly be sharing that back with you. We're going to go through the follow-up process. A lot of you have been asking, what should I email the leads that come in or the people that come into Unify? There's different answers to all of that because we're in a different process. We're in a pre-launch. Once we move into the soft launch, we'll have more details and then the full launch. So I'll be sharing this with you. How do you support your team for massive growth and collaboration? And why is collaboration the key word here? I'll share that more as we go. And then we're going to talk a little bit about goal setting from the financial perspective of what are my financial goals here? Why am I really here? What is this all about? And what's going to keep me going and motivated to really bring myself every day to help myself generate the finances and the stability I want, but also to help others be able to do that. And duplication, as you guys have heard us talk about, is a huge thing. Ron and John have been talking about duplication. So we want to address, okay, how do we do that and how do we support our teams for that as well? But we're going to lay the foundation with goal setting financially, and then of course goals we have to grow our teams. We'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to address momentum and why this is a marathon and not a sprint. Now, a lot of you may be seeing people like Shane or myself, or a lot of people like Tina Pruitt, Mike Klingler, we're really going at it, right? But this is how we build momentum, and it's how we end up, if you can imagine like one of those birds that that starts taking off, right? And then it eventually glides, but it has to do a lot of work in order to be able to just glide. And it has to find the right path and the right pattern. And it's got to feel into it. Is this the route that I'm heading? Okay, yeah, this is it. This is where I get to glide without effort. There was effort for me of working up to getting there, right? That took effort, but the effort had a purpose. And that's the point of all of why we're connecting with you now often, and why it's very, very important that we stay focused on creating momentum and building through the momentum, and then being able to sustain that, okay? So sustainability is the keyword. Preparing for epic growth, we're going to talk about ad strategy, Facebook ad strategy. I'm going to talk to you about that, and then the funnel shifts that are going to happen if you don't have a funnel. At the very end, I'll give you steps to take if you want to have a funnel if you don't have one, and why that is very important if you want to duplicate, especially if you're working under our teams. Okay. So this is the breakdown. Many of you, I hope, had seen Ron Monterulli, CEO here, with his weekly update call recently. The last call that Unify CEO Ron had, he addressed and talked about the launch timeline. Okay, so for some people, this may be new. For those of you who've been working on this pre-launch for a while, this is going to make a lot more sense, obviously. So just bear with your own mind if this seems complex, and we'll get at it, and you'll be able to ask questions as we go through this process over the next week. So, okay. So right now we are, what is the date here? The 15th of June. Okay, so this is Friday the 15th, right? So what's going to happen is we have today the 15th, we have the 16th, we have the 17th. We have 3 days until the Unify system goes live, which means we get access to the products, which means we get access to earning the matrix commissions, which means it's time to grow, and it's time to build, and it's time to get everybody placed and everybody in and educated. I'm going to go over that in a second here. So we've got the 15th, which is today, 16th, 17th. We've got like 2.5 days to place people at no cost so that they are locked into the matrix. Now, the reason why we want to place people as soon as possible in the matrix, in your matrix, is because all of the leaders here, myself and Mike and Shane and AJ and Tina and Aaron, and all of these people are placing re-entries under themselves, under you, and we're building the whole matrix, and we're actually focusing from the growth, from the bottom up, and we're building to sustain from the bottom up. And so a lot of the growth, if you guys haven't seen Spillover yet, or many of you I know have, but if you haven't, you want to keep your position, because we're going to be growing those positions all the way out, and we're going to be focusing on the placing more of us, more of our reentries as we grow. So you want to lock in your positions, you want to lock your people in positions, you want to get them in ASAP. And then we want to prepare our team for Monday when we go live, when we can put in credit card or BTC, buying the products with Bitcoin. And then we start to capitalize, of course, on the earnings with the matrix and the affiliate commissions that we are going to be seeing pretty soon. So I want you guys to have a really big payday. I want your first payday with Unify to be maybe one of the biggest paychecks you've ever received in your career. I want this to be a very, very big day. We've built a lot of momentum already. You have the support of Ron and John, their team. You have the support of all the leaders here who've built so much momentum. We want to be able to support you guys so that when Monday hits, there's going to be this massive growth where you can capitalize on the matrix earnings. So you want to be able to bring in as many people now as you can, and then get them to purchase the product, of course, to access the product. And we have to educate them on that. And I'll get into that in a second. So on Monday we go live, and we have 11 days until the system flushes. And then on Friday, June 29th at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time, from then onward, we have more of a steady flow, a steady process, a streamlined process for the company and for the sales funnel that you guys will be receiving if you have a funnel with us. Okay, so breaking down the timeline here, I'm going to be releasing these slides if you guys want access to them, so don't worry, you don't have to take word for word. I'd like you to just sit back and listen. If you want to just take some deep breaths, or if you want to take some highlighted notes, that's fine as well. I recommend really taking this in and then jotting down questions if you've got questions. So the timeline again, free placement now until June 18th. That's Monday, coming up, Monday. You get to lock positions in the matrix at no cost. So that's a big thing for people, right? When you're sharing this opportunity with others, or you're doing solo ads, or you're sharing this on YouTube or Facebook, it's a great opportunity for people to come in and get used to, get accustomed to, start building their matrices out to see what's possible so that they can start seeing action take place. They can see for real, in real time, what's possible for them to grow a business, to lead a team, and to be a part of this movement, which is going to be huge. So the soft launch happens from Monday, June 18th, sometime in the daytime, through 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. That's Los Angeles time, 11:59 on Thursday the 28th. So through this 11 days, we are going to be reaching out to all of the people in the matrix to make sure that they lock in and they purchase the product. They're aware of the value of the product. They have gone through all of the educational platforms on the Unify site, looked at the affiliate links and the PDFs that were there, learned a little bit about the matrix from some of the videos that have been posted and the videos, Zoom calls Ron and John have done. So there's a lot of information, right? And we want to understand, well, how do we send people relevant information if they want it and if they need it? I'll get into the details after we get through this process, but in just a moment. But this is where everyone with paid positions wants to lock in the matrix so you can begin capitalizing right away. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to generate your commissions or affiliate commissions from the rewards program. So you want to be able to lock your position in and also share with others that that's what's happening. We've gone live. They should have access to the product from Monday onward and start utilizing the signals, the altcoin reports. This is all cryptocurrency based, then moving into fiat money markets. Once we get the crypto space, the products, the Prosperity U, which educates crypto enthusiasts to becoming expert crypto traders, then moving people through the live signals and daily signals. So do you want short-term growth or do you want more of a long-term approach when you're approaching the crypto space? Also moving into the altcoin reports, which for the fiat crowd, when we move into the money market products, will be focused, as Ron mentioned on that Zoom call, with penny stocks. So everybody here is covered. This product, again, I'm going to use, I'm assuming all of you are going to want to use, because it doesn't just help us grow our money or our Bitcoin, but it helps us protect it regardless of where the market is at, regardless of what fiat does, regardless of where Bitcoin goes, bull, bear, consolidation period. We get to protect our assets and we get to protect our money and we get to feel secure and independent. We get to feel like, wow, I'm in control of my finances. I'm in control. That is the power. That's the freedom. That's the reason why Unify was created, one of the reasons. I'll share with you about Unify Cares and the global movement a little later. But this is where, again, June 18th on Monday through 11:59 p.m. Thursday the 28th, you've got to lock in these spots. If you're a team leader, you know what to do, right? You're connecting with everybody that you can to let them know that this is the time to come in and get the product, start utilizing the product, and become aware of what the product can do so that as an affiliate, you're in a state of awareness of knowing how to share this opportunity. It's very good to get your hands on. I'm going to be learning as much as I can with the product, keeping myself up to date. Every time a signal's released or Ron puts a video out in Prosperity U, it's up to me to understand what's being offered so that I could then share the opportunity at the highest level of awareness as possible with as many people as I possibly can. Because this isn't just for people like you and me who are team builders, right? It's for people who are, you know, coming into this world, parents who want to set up their kids with a trust and start being able to secure assets and funds for their child. A high school student or a college student or college graduate who may need some assistance because they never got that kind of education growing up in school, or people who are in their 30s or 40s, or early retirement, or facing retirement, or in retirement and later on in life wanting to have a little bit of that time or a lot of time left to be able to make some big things happen, to really take financial awareness to a new level so that you can really feel good about where your life is going and how your finances are are helping you grow. So this is where everyone wants to lock in between Monday and the 28th. And we have these 11 days to lock in these matrix positions. And that's what I will be helping you do through that process. So if you are following us in our Facebook groups, and that's the place to be, because we're going to be sharing with you strategies as we go. By the way, on Monday, I'm going to be sharing more about some of the Facebook changes. So stay tuned as I go through this. The flush happens Friday the 29th at 12:01. Those who haven't paid, wiped out, new spots will be filled, and it's essential that if you're a team leader, you're rebuilding, because what we're going to do is for every 10, you guys know, for every 10 paid positions that you have, every 10 members that you bring in, 10 paying customers or affiliates, you get one free re-entry, and you get an infinite amount, an unlimited amount of re-entries, which means you can max out the matrix. And we're going to get into a slide in just a moment. We're going to max out the matrix with your first position and all the positions going down. And the cool thing is that if somebody on your matrix, in your matrix, has a lower position and they're maybe like, well, I don't have the spillover. Well, guess what? We're building further down as we build out the re-entries. And as soon as we turn ads on, which is going to be insane because we're putting thousands and thousands of dollars into spending money on advertising this opportunity. Once the funnel is complete, the new funnel, which I'll address in a moment, then we're going to have insane growth. So if you think this is fast growth, you haven't seen nothing yet. So we want to be clear that everything has to be locked in if you are intending to build and grow your team and you want massive growth. You're going to be able to get other positions under you, and everybody else is going to be building under you as well. So this is the time to get in as soon as Monday hits. It's essential that you also communicate with your team leaders if you have questions, and to really keep your positions in place now so that you can grow and have your team leader help you grow as well. So the full-on, more streamlined process happens after June 29th. So June 29th, 12:01 a.m. Pacific time, again, Los Angeles, US time. I know a lot of you are from different countries, but what we're focusing on is Pacific time. So June 29th, 12:01 a.m. Pacific time. This is where the funnel system will be more sophisticated and robust for long-term growth. And I'm going to get into that in a second here. So if you have questions on the timeline, jot it down, and you can ask your sponsor, your team leader, your questions if you have any. So, okay, we're getting ready for the next phase of promoting. So as I mentioned, right now, what we've been doing is placing people in with free positions to lock the positions in the matrix. Some of us have seen amazing numbers, right? When we see every minute we're refreshing our page, seeing how much potential commissions and affiliate bonuses we can be making. So this is a potential earning, our potential growth, which is just the beginning again, because we haven't turned Facebook ads on. And I'm someone who's generated millions of dollars learning myself Facebook ads and being able to teach people Facebook ads and helping other people utilize Facebook ads, making money with the system. So I am someone very, very confident to be able to help you with our system or the system that you're using to lead people into Unify, into the product, into the affiliate program, to support you through ad training. And I'm going to be releasing that to you or to your team leader. If you don't follow us in our groups, I'll be releasing some trainings for your team leaders, and I'll be doing live coaching calls as well for those of you who are team leaders on my team, especially if you're putting in thousands and thousands of dollars in ads, then of course I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you make sure that it rocks, that it's working. And I want to make sure that you're not wasting money like on a boosted post, but on the right kind of ad format. And I'm going to teach you all about that. Again, it's not about me and my branding. It's not about Shane and Shane's presence. It's a collaborative effort, right, guys? It's a collaborative effort. It's about us being able to lead you and for you to be able to lead your teams. And if you don't feel like a leader, that's okay. That's why the system works for you. It's duplicatable. It's not branded for any one person. It's, as I call it, the voice of the vision has to speak through. And that's what I'm going to be working specifically on getting through, because I'll be working with corporate to deliver the voice of the vision from that global perspective. It's not just one person speaking, but it's the vision speaking, so that everybody really understands and can feel the potential that this company has. And I know many of you know that, but some of you maybe new, maybe aren't sure yet what's possible. If you haven't been in this kind of a launch energy before, I can't count on my hands how many launches I've done. I don't know how many. It's been a lot. And so this launch for me is very special. It feels so good. I feel the collaboration from all of you, and it's very important to know that we all have the potential to make a lot of money. I don't know your situation. I don't know your work ethic. I don't know how coachable you are. I don't know if you can handle stress very well, and if you meditate or go on some nature hikes like you've seen some of us doing. I don't know what your strategy and your methods are, but now would be a good time to apply some emotional intelligence so that you can take advantage of this opportunity, because it's going to be huge. It already is big, right? It already is huge, but we haven't turned ads on. I don't know if you guys realize that. I don't know if you realize that. So when we turn the advertising on, we haven't even completed the funnel system, right? So the funnel we have currently, that many of you have, it's going through this process of getting a free account and locking in your position at no cost. When Monday comes, Monday through the 28th, remember, so those 11 days, we're going to be building a new funnel with a different message to make sure we're locking in those positions and securing those positions and making sure that your matrix is full and it's going to be ready to build and duplicate and grow very quickly, so that you can capitalize and take advantage of all of the work that we're doing now, which allows you to glide, right? The effort that makes it more streamlined and sustainable for you to keep going. And then again, the 29th onward, that's when the new funnel happens. And this funnel is likely not going to change unless we have major updates or we want to improve the system. What we're going to be working on is to make sure that on the 29th, from that point onward, we're going to have a more streamlined, sustainable funnel for you, because everybody coming in is going to have to pay for a position if they wanted to have access. So what we're going to do is create a lot of videos, a lot of landing pages, a lot of emails, a lot of links to specific things, right? Like Ron's video on the affiliate page, the PDFs that are there. We're going to be basically making sure that it's very specific. And Mike's style, so you guys know Mike Klingler, his style, and he had $1 million day launch. He made $1 million on his first day when he launched his system many years ago. And we were laughing because, after, I think it was, 8 years or 9 years later, he said people were still paying for it. We saw the recurring payments. So because they still utilized it. So Mike's background is really helping people from the foundation. And Mike has always talked about, you guys know Michael Jordan, right? The basketball player. Hopefully you're not too young to understand Michael Jordan. I'm assuming you guys know who he is. So Michael Jordan, he said that he got as good as he got because he was the first one there on the court and practiced the basic skills, dribbling, right? He always practiced dribbling. Always practice free throw, one after the other, hundreds and thousands of times, hours and hours and hours. And people were laughing at him. Why are you dribbling? but that was the basics, the foundation, the backbone that allowed him to come in with the nuances that he did, right? To have the solid core essence of his practice. And it's the same with business. It's the same with growing a team. It's the same with empowering and improving yourself, right? And the value that you believe that you have to offer the world and what you want to create. And so it happens within the center of ourselves. And for some of us who've been through some hard life experiences, or maybe are facing with some challenges, whether it's financially or emotionally, whatever kind of stress it is, we all know what that feels like on one end of the spectrum or the other. And so what we want to look at is the whole picture, take a step back from your own life and just look at it, right? I describe it as taking a SpaceX rocket ship off the planet. And you're still on the planet, but you're able to see yourself in space, orbiting the planet. And even if you take one orbit around the planet Earth, just one, you don't have to spend a long time there. Just take one quick orbit around just to get a sense of this whole perspective. And that's what the visionary, that's what the CEO, right? That's what we do when we lead an organization, when we have this big vision to fulfill for people, to help people, right? Who work with us, who collaborate with us, who are depending upon us for help and support. And so it takes a strong person internally to be able to handle all of the things that are happening from that perspective, because there's a lot happening, right? There's so much going on. But when you remove yourself and you look at the planet, you're like, oh, okay. You can see every aspect. And then from that point, from the whole, the macro view, not the micro view, the macro view, you can see where you want to put your focus. And then you start there. And then with the vision again, you can see the whole, you come back and you're like, okay, I started there, now I'm going to go here. And so we want to kind of interweave this process mentally within how we're building, how we're growing. We don't want to get caught up. And for those of you who've done trading before, right? I was speaking with a crypto trader yesterday who's a rock star. And he was sharing with me a lot about how he reads the charts. And it's so true, because we have to take a step back and look at the whole perspective from when Bitcoin started until right this minute. But we have to look at the whole chart to know what's going to happen and what we should do and where we should put our focus. Not just on the little ups and downs, because we'll go crazy and you're not going to win there. That's not where you're going to win. You're going to win with the whole picture. And then we focus in and narrow the perspective once we understand the whole. And so that's why it's so important to have this perspective shift within your own self. I'll be reminding you of this, and I know Aaron Ellis will be reminding you of this as well, teaching you mindfulness. So getting ready for the next phase of promoting. It's placement at no cost now. On Monday, we go live. Lock in your matrix positions, get your positions, start earning commissions. Affiliate bonuses, guys, are huge. Get your people in now. And Monday, credit card or Bitcoin. And I'll be doing a BitPay, like how to get a BitPay thing. I'll be sharing with you how to do that. But if you don't have a BitPay account, you can get one, and you can actually just get a wallet. I'll be doing a video to walk you through that. But for now, the funnel is a little bit primitive. Mike wanted me to share it with you. It's kind of primitive and a little stiff right now. It's kind of simple as well. We're gonna, after the 29th, right, when it's more streamlined, we're gonna be moving into a much more sophisticated funnel. And your funnel, if you have a pro or an elite funnel, will be updated. All right, so the ad strategy with Mike and Robin here, and anyone, if you guys have a different sponsor other than us, obviously they can teach this to you or they can refer you to our ad strategy if that's what they prefer, and we'll be able to communicate with the leaders. We're all collaborators here. There's no scarcity. No scarcity. It is all abundance, guys. It's just sky's the limit, infinite abundance here. I'm telling you this from experience. I'm telling you this from reaching millions of people with videos that I've put out, with my own message, with a system and a funnel that educates people. It's not that complicated once the system is in place, and once we have an awareness of how to educate people through the Unify product to let them know, okay, here's what it is, here's how it benefits you, here's the value for you personally in your own life, and then here's the value if you want to share this, and then here's the value of the matrix and the comp plan and the rewards program, and then here's the value of the opportunity to be a leader here, grow your skills, to travel, to be able to empower people globally with Unify Cares. It's just so big, guys. It's like, it's just so big. I'm just so excited, right? We're all blessed. We're all like good karma. Good karma is like right here. And so I want you guys to understand, yes, we have to educate people on what the product is, on why it's valuable for them, on how it can be valuable for others, and why they should be focusing on building a team and supporting the team and collaborating with everybody in the matrix. It's a collaborative effect. You don't want to hodl your team, right? You want to open it, because we're all here to help. We're all here generating commissions in the same matrix if you're here. And so it's important for us all to be working together. That's the point of Unify. I'm laughing because it's ironic, right? Okay. All right. Free leads through YouTube. I have a training. Robin has a training. I'm Robin. Free leads generated on YouTube. You can post our videos on your channel, or Shane's videos, or Aaron's videos, or Tina's videos, or whoever your sponsors is videos. Free leads on YouTube. Mike Klingler has videos in our VIP that he releases. If you haven't been doing that, you can start there and start posting to generate traffic on your YouTube channel to get free leads. I get people from YouTube for free all the time coming into my funnel, but it's nothing like the leads that I get when I pay for ads. So then we move into solo ads. So these are 3 strategies, okay? YouTube for free, solo ads, a little bit, it costs a little bit, but not too much. And then Facebook ads, a little bit more pricey, but a lot more better leads, sophisticated leads, more nuanced, an opportunity to go huge with who you're attracting and becoming a master attraction marketer, as I shared with you in a post. That's what I'm going to be teaching you guys to do if that's what you're up for. So I have a training, and if you don't have the YouTube training and you'd like it, ask your team leader or your sponsor, and we'll be happy to share with you the YouTube training so that you can brand your page and learn how to duplicate the results that we've been getting, not using our branding, but using your own branding and maybe creating some videos or some voiceovers. I have a whole training for you on that. The solo ads targeting marketing leaders and home-based business owners. Okay, so the solo ads we've been running. Mike actually had lots and lots of ads running. I had some ads running. Our team's been having ads running. And because of the process of reaching the same, marketers or leaders or home-based business owners or affiliate marketers, there's only so many of those that can be reached at a certain time frame. So what happens is it's where Mike ends up saturating the audience, right? Because we just put so many leads out there, right? So we grow so big, and I know a lot of you here, and you can raise your hand if you want to share a little bit later. Some of the excitement that you've gotten, hundreds of leads coming in, people coming into your Unify enrollment, becoming a member because of the solo ads, so we're going to be focusing more on solo ads into next week, but we're also going to be focusing on Facebook ads, as I mentioned to you, starting Thursday into Friday into Saturday. So the 29th Friday into Saturday, the 30th is when I'm going to be going with my team members, and I'm going to be teaching people how to do that. So Facebook ads is a much more sophisticated process. And again, there's going to be a new marketing funnel for you, which again educates people on all of this. So the Facebook ads is going to be leading into a new funnel that you guys don't have yet. It's not created yet. It will be created. So if you have questions for Mike or myself, do your best to communicate in our groups, because we are going to be very busy. I'm going to be focused on the ad training and helping Mike with the big funnel for everybody. This is huge, guys. This is huge. We want to be able to support you and make sure that the funnel and the videos and the landing pages and the emails and the links, everything is the highest caliber, and it makes sense, and it's easy, and it goes from point to point to point, and it's easy and simple for people to come into your team. And we have to stay focused. We have to have space. It's creative energy, right? So do your best if you have questions to go to your team leaders, especially during the next week and a half, okay? Because we're gonna be focusing on you. We're building a big, robust funnel. We're not focusing on our own branding. We're focusing on this big picture for Unify, right? So this is for you, this is for growth, this is for the company's growth. So be patient with yourself and with us as you're awaiting the 29th for this more robust funnel. So max out the matrix, infinite re-entries, guys, as I mentioned. John Kinnear, CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer of Unify, has shared these earning objectives. Getting phase 1 in with levels 1 through 3, getting phase 2, 4 through 6, getting phase 3, 7 through 9, having layers, level 6 affiliates, completing every single phase here. So you get referral bonuses, you can max out $181,844 per matrix. I want you guys to max this out, not just with one, but I have a goal to max out several matrices at this per month. That's a month. Do you guys know that? That's a month. 181K a month. One matrix. You have unlimited numbers of re-entries with more matrices. Let's just like have our teams just go all over the world, right? We're going to be traveling for a while, so let's do this. Let's support each other and do this, because we have to work together. It's what we're here to do, right? So let's do this. I want you guys to max out more than one matrix. Now, if your goal isn't to make 181,000 a month, then that's okay. Maybe it's 10K a month. Maybe you'd be happy with 5,000 a month or 3,000 a month with this matrix earnings. Let's get you your goals met. So let's set that. Let's set financial goals for self growth and goals for your team, collaboration, a work in progress, right? So let's talk about that. And I mentioned here confidence. So having confidence and conviction in yourself, and we find our confidence when we test out our faith. So we believe in something, we want something. Now we have to prove that what we want can be attained by getting results. So we start off small, and that's where we're starting. Going live on Monday, prove to yourself that you can do this. Prove to yourself that you can get at least 3 people enrolled. Maybe get 5 people enrolled on Monday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just do your best, guys. Do your best. Set a goal for yourself. Try to see if you can prove to yourself that you can get some results, right? Go a little, maybe stretch just a little bit over your comfort zone here so that you can have more confidence and so that you can grow with us as we do this. So awesome here. Jamar says, as a newbie to affiliate marketing, I have a fear of the unknown. Generating traffic's new. So is there tools? Yes, Jamar Jones, there is a way, and that's it. I don't know, Jamar, who your sponsor is or who brought you here, but you can let me know and I'll reach out to your team leader, because I'm going to be working with the team leaders, so I'll be able to get your leader or your sponsor the right information. We can help you. Absolutely. Vincent, yes, you can have a funnel and I'll have instructions for you at the end. Let me see here. Troy, good morning. Martin, you're on time. And Shane asks, absolutely. So I want to just go ahead, guys, and if you want to just like write down in the chat box like some of your goals. So my goals I'll share with you, your financial goals, and also goals for your team, like if you have a specific goal for your team. So I have two goals for myself, one for my own finances and one for my team's growth and their financial well-being. And so my goal is to, as I mentioned, go through Ron's trainings and Prosperity U and be able to sustain my finances, to be able to protect my assets so that if anything were to just not rally with Bitcoin, or if fiat ends up crashing or whatever happens, I want to be able to secure my assets. So I'm going to learn also from Ron more about how to structure my trading appropriately and take advantage of my awareness of the marketplace and really understand how to utilize signals where I can grow my Bitcoin, right? And also take advantage of the stock market, which I've been a little bit involved with, but it was so stressful for me, guys. And I just love, the crypto space 24/7. There's all opportunities to capitalize. So no matter what your time zone is, right? This is important so we can educate ourselves. That's my first goal, to educate myself and also to be able to grow my finances and to secure my finances. So I have sustainability, so I can eventually purchase land, which I can lead a meditation sustainable well-being center and empower people with their financial well-being at a location somewhere in the forest somewhere, which you guys will probably hear about. So my goal is to make a lot of money for a good reason, not just for myself, but for a big purpose, a big vision. And so that's my goal. And I have the intention to max out my first matrix and to do at least 3 maxing outs of matrices. So 180 times 3 a month is my goal for now. So that's my first goal, is to max out three of the matrices and to do 180K triple that a month, yes. But again, I'm somebody who's been able to generate 130K a month with my own business. But again, it was very, very challenging to do that. I was telling Shane yesterday, we had a beautiful talk. Shane's Carling is just such a great person, and so he's just so generous and just loving and amazing, and just his communication skills are great. You guys have seen him in the Unify Nation group. And I just want to say that, when I was making, I was starting off making 50K a month. I moved to basically having to make that to pay off the bills and then to take some for myself to be able to live off of. So my expenses were very, very high. And, it was like, man, I have to make 50K a month. Wow, it felt like a burden. Moving into 75K and then 130,000 a month. And so when I got to that point, every launch that I did, I always made more money every launch I did, because I grew, I learned from my mistakes, I learned who I shouldn't be connecting with, I learned what I should be talking about and how I can present the message effectively, refining my message, making my videos more succinct and compelling, helping people in a better way, and really being able to stay on topic with myself in my own thoughts and also with others, and then creating a better marketing system and a sales process that doesn't feel salesy, and then teaching others how to do that, right? Being able to teach others how to do what I was doing. And so when I made 130 a month, it didn't feel like this. It was like me. It was like I had so much pressure. And I just want to say that having an opportunity like this is not going to come around. I don't know. This is it. This is it, guys. Like, this is your opportunity. This is your chance. Like right now, I'm not going to cry, but I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I feel very, very elated and passionate and motivated, right? My energy has shifted since I left the other business model that I had, that was wearing me out energetically, that was stressing me out mentally, that was causing me physically to be just like in a non-homeostasis place, right? My balance was all off. And so this is just like, wow, this feels so good and possible, not just for me, but for my team, where I can actually help them do it, right? So this isn't just about like me or you, but it's like, wow, I can do this and others can do it. It's actually possible. So that's why I'm excited, because I know how to make money on my own. It's, pardon my language, it's a bitch, right? Doing it all on your own. But if you've got support, if you've got like this family and this momentum and this like leadership and the opportunities and the educational, just all of it, guys, it's just, don't fall asleep at the wheel. Don't fall asleep at the wheel, okay? Like, pay attention to what's going on and do your best. It's just, it's so, so important. So shout out to Robert Taylor. Yeah, Robert. Robert's on our team, Jamar. So Jamar, go to Robert Taylor and ask him for the instructions and he'll plug you in. So Shane here, Shane Carling says that I want to see a minimum of 100,000 people. So this is his goal for you guys in the team. I want to see a minimum of 100,000 people earning a minimum of 10K a month residually within 2 years. Awesome. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So Vincent, I would love to be able to earn enough just to live. 5K a month is my first goal. Awesome. Let's make it happen, Vincent. So Stan, my goal is the first paycheck to be 2K. Well, that's easy. Longer term, 45K a month, retire in 6 months, and have financial freedom. Stan, you're on your way. Really important to diversify Bitcoin as well. Yes, Kim, absolutely. Shane comes back. He says he wants to earn over 500,000 a month within 2 years. I don't see that being an issue. Kevin, Kevin says that he's followed the marketing that we've been working on, placed an order, 128 unique clicks, 25 registered, 9 signups, cost him 53 bucks. Kevin, that's perfect and beautiful. Craig is saying hi from Australia. Kim came back 181K a month. That is possible. All right, so yeah, you guys here are just all coming in here. So great, so great. So Aaron's goal, ooh, this is a good one. An ambassador with Unify by the end of 2018, 300K a month by the end of 2018. All right, let's make it happen, Aaron. Awesome. Chase comes in, 10K a month and many more to earn in his team. Awesome. So you guys, this is what we're here for, right? To collaborate as a team, to grow as a team. I have a little bit more slides left. Let me check my time. Got a little time left. All right. So what I want to share here is finishing up as we move forward, helping your team grow, just what I mentioned. It's all about your team and support and collaboration. We want to prioritize. So if you're a team leader, or if you're somebody who has like a lot of enrollments under you, or at least one, prioritize right now. Prioritize getting people in and making sure on Monday that they have either cash or a credit card or Bitcoin available. And they you know, they can learn about the products. They can learn about the products in the product section, and the product section of unify.io. You click on products, watch Ron's video, and then download in the affiliate page. When you scroll below and you see the affiliate at the bottom, you want to look at the PDFs, the product PDF, which you guys can email out or send the link. It's a live link, which is great that they included that as a live link. And then the replay of the Zoom calls, as well as the rewards program, about how the affiliate program works and the matrix works. So all of that is located on the site. Again, our more sophisticated funnel will lead people specifically click by click, step by step through the funnel system. So having the system is pertinent for duplication. It's not ready yet. Don't ask for it right now. You can ask for a funnel and get a funnel and be like set so that we can update your funnel. But the funnel will be ready after the 29th. Ask for a funnel, but don't ask when it's ready. Okay, it's being worked on. Be 100% ready on June 29th when we go live, and it'll be streamlined, and have your Facebook ads kind of ready, right, on that time. I'll be sharing with you the trainings around that time or before that time. So we want to plug your team in so they are educated, so they know about the product, they know the value, they are understanding the affiliate process and what's possible. And then of course, watching some of Ron's videos is very, very helpful. And the links, the replay links, are underneath in the affiliate section on the affiliate. So you scroll down, and at the bottom on the right of unify.io, it says affiliate. You click on that, and then all of the stuff is in there. And the Zoom calls are inside your back office, so when you log in, you can go in there and you can see all of the replays as well are available for you, which you can also share a link with your team members if they don't have access to that, or just have them come in and get an account. Communicate like a real person. Mike was laughing at me when he saw my slide, and he goes, I like that, I'm going to use that. So I don't know how many of you have done marketing before, or have tried to do marketing before, or promote yourself. So when I started off online, I was doing marketing before, and a lot of other stuff offline, you know, with a TV show, as a producer and a writer and an editor and all this other stuff before. I was teaching mindfulness as well, and I was coaching, and I was consulting, and I was branding, and blah, blah, blah. So that was all offline, and it was very hard. And I remember like thinking when blogging was really popular, I thought, wow, if I just had a blog, people would find me. And so um, if you build it, doesn't mean they will come. You have to get them and inspire them to come. If you build it, does not mean they will show up. How do you get them there? That's the attraction marketer piece that most people are missing, right? So that's what Mike Klingler is sharing with you guys, and that's what I'm sharing with you guys. That's what all of the leaders here are sharing with you guys. Unify. We've got to connect with people. If there was ever a time to market it as a real person, now would be the time to do that. There are a lot of opportunities out there that are maybe cheesy, generic, maybe not as mindful, like organic or eco-friendly or passion-driven or making a difference out there, impacting people in a positive way. So you have to really have to be patient, and you don't want to market. You never want to just market a link. If I see you posting a link to your lead capture page or a link to Unify's website, and you don't have anything that describes the value of this opportunity, I will message you and I will say delete right away and watch my training. You guys have to pay attention. You can't be hasty. You can't be a hasty marketer. You can't be a greedy marketer, as Ron Monterulli says. CEO says, no greed, no greed. You're not going to get anywhere. You've got to think about how you are coming across and relating with others. You have to first think about how people are receiving your message. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about who you're reaching. It's about who you're communicating with. So you have to communicate for them, not you. You have a voice, but your voice has to be in a relationship with them and what they want. The value of what they see is valuable. That's where the messaging, that's where your marketing has to come in. That's why Mike and I have been effective with our marketing, because we've been doing this for so many years, right? Mike over 25 years, me for over 16 years. It's like, you've got to focus there. And that's where you start on what they want and what they need and what they see as valuable. And then you relay the information in a way where it makes sense for them, whether they're a single mom looking for a way to take care of her newborn, whether it's a retired 67-year-old who wants to make sure he can take care of himself financially, not stress about where the money's coming from or having to sell his house in order to pay his medical bills, or somebody who's like approaching 50, 60 and they're like, oh, wow, I just want to set myself up and not stress or have to work more, or people in their 20s, 30s, 40s where it's just like, I've got some time and energy, like what can I do? This is all about framing the context of your message. I'm like smoothing it out, right? That's how we become a master of messaging here. It has to happen like a real person. Have a communicate like you're communicating, right? Like don't just blurt and blah. You've got to communicate like a real person. Have a conversation. Have a conversation. Develop trust. Develop trust. Create dialogue, relationship. Facebook connections, friend your team members in Facebook. Okay? Friend your team members. If you see somebody coming into Unify, you can friend them as a Facebook friend. I can't because I'm maxed out on Facebook. I may have to create another Facebook account, square myself, Robin Lynn squared, in order to add people to my Facebook profile. But friend people on Facebook if you can. Plug the newbies into the Facebook groups. Tag your team in the Facebook posts. Tag your team. Tag your team. Tag newbies in pin posts. This is an example, right? This one here is the one that Mike keeps saying. It's an announcement. It's in the pin post. It's in the Unify Team Builder group that we have. It's all there. He updates it regularly. He even puts email copy. And if you haven't emailed your leads and you've got leads, go there now, or not now, after this session, and email your leads, because he actually writes your email copy there. So if you're in our team or on our team or under our team, then do that, and do that daily if you can, or as often as you possibly can to keep updated. The announcement is imperative. It's at the top of the page. It used to be called pin post, now says announcements. And we edit that regularly. Everything is there. I'm going to take some water for a second. It's actually tea, rose tea. Be on the lookout for new Unify Nation group. Shane is going to head that up. You're going to see all the leaders there. You will see that the Unify group now, the Unify Nation group is going to shift on Monday. Once we have paid positions, paid members will be added to a new group. Watch out for mega support offered by leaders there. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Okay, when leads come in through the system, okay, so you guys have been asking, I see a message in my Unify inbox, but they're not a member. So this image here, there's like this, and I have to talk to VIP counsel with this because I don't know if it's just on iPhone or where, what link it goes to, and I'll find out for us. But there's this like little thing that comes up sometimes when we click sign up, and instead of it going to a sign up enrollment page, it goes to this image, and people can contact you or click join your team. And a lot of people are clicking contact me, and it goes to that inbox. You can't message people from Unify. You can copy their email and then email them personally. That's what I'm suggesting. If they contact you, and I showed you that image in the Unify Nation group where if you log in, you can see that there's like a little envelope, a mail, and you should see it highlighted in orange with a number if you have a message. So in your after you log into unify.io, you can log in and see that you may have some messages of people who may have been trying to enroll, but maybe didn't get into that process with some technical glitches. Excuse me. So when leads come into the system, if you're using our system, you're going to get a Kajabi email. So as soon as somebody goes through your system, oh wow, this is awesome and cool and I can't wait, and they enter their name and email in the lead capture page that we give you, then you get an email if they come in the system, and the email comes from Kajabi support, and it says Kajabi notified somebody entered in your Unify LCP1, and so you're like, okay, great, my lead capture page, someone came in, I've got leads, wow, I've got 100 leads come in, wow, my ads are working. So what you'll do is you'll basically move those leads into your own email system. And you can also click on the Kajabi email in your inbox. You can, it's highlighted in blue. You can click on the email and email them and give them steps right away. Now, I do auto emails. So if you're somebody who likes to do auto emails because you're getting a ton of leads, we'll have a different strategy for that, which it'll be more nuanced as we get past the 29th. I'll share more with you. But if you're getting just a few leads, you can always just, email them the steps, plug into Facebook, and ask them, are you a marketer? Do you want to build? Are you interested in generating and leveraging, affiliate commissions to have residual income come in? Are you a marketer? Do you have an experience, or do you want to be? Do you want to learn from us? Have a system, duplicate, be a part of this awesome family, and just connect with them, plug them in, see if it's something they want. Refer them again to that pinned post in the Facebook, and more often than not, you will find that they either are marketers, or if they're not, they still want the system and they want to make this happen, and we plug them in. So a lot of your leads will be very happy to hear from you. Now, I text people if I have a phone number. So if you get a phone number, you can always text people as well and just say, hey, John messaged you through email with some steps. Welcome to our Unify family. And if they bug you, someone asked me, like, what happens if you give your cell phone number out and they bug you? I always say, email me. Texting is like for immediate, and I just, you just have to be boundaries. You have to create boundaries. When a lead clicks on the contact me, again, email them personally, and you'll find that inside the back office. When you see an email from Unify notifying that you have a new enrolled member, ooh, this is different, right? Because they're not just in the Kajabi, like like a looky-loo, like, I wonder what this is. Like, they're actually in. And when we go after Monday, that means they paid. So you're like, wow, I'm gonna take care of you. You're my new family. You're my new cousin, right? So you wanna help them and support them and lead them in and make sure they have everything they need. And you want to find out, are you going to be building with us? Are you going to be building a team? Do you want to max out the matrix with us? You want support? Are you interested in marketing and duplicating? Great. So then you move them through the process. We have the process, and your team leader knows this process as well. Email them either personally or via your own email system in bulk. I'm recommending Aweber. Ask the person who brought you here for their affiliate link. I have an Aweber affiliate link, I can send that to you and teach you how to use that as well. So what I want to move into here is just a recap. There's just a few minutes left that I want to talk to you guys. So so a recap and next steps. You know, Unify again is it's a legacy company. It's a groundbreaking company. It's not only focused on the growth of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and sustainability financially, but it's helping the unbanked. It's helping people become financially free. It's empowering people with this generous compensation plan. So generous, guys. You know, Ron and I were talking the other day, and he said, you know, yes, we're charging a 10% fee with the credit cards. And, you know, at first they were only going to offer BTC, which I think is brilliant, to be a BTC, you know, accepting only BTC and paying out in only BTC. It's clean, and it's where the world is going to be facing. But a lot of people wanted the credit card because it's really good for auto pay, right? To get your people on auto pay with the credit card. It's good for people who may not have cash available. It's good for people who may need a little extra help getting their Bitcoin for the first time, and you'll see my videos on how to get Bitcoin for the first time. And so the credit card, Ron was saying, you know, because we are offering a cryptocurrency-based product, educational, we're not selling crypto. We're educating people on the front of crypto and fiat. But because of this financial message, and Ron being a financial educator, they had to make sure that we were protected, fraud protected, specifically with the credit card, because they don't want anybody doing any fraud here, because that was something that's happened with other companies out there that they were aware of. So they're paying extra. The company does not add to their piggy bank from the 10% they're charging on credit card. They didn't need to add a credit card, okay? They didn't need to. They added it for you guys. It cost them a lot of money to do this, but they have to pay to have this fraud protection, because we're dealing with crypto as well, and also because of this credit card thing happening, that we need to make sure we're working with the most the companies that are going to protect us, right, as a whole. And so we don't want to go away. We want to stay here, and we don't want anybody causing any issues, right? So just, you know, deal with the 10% if you're paying with a card. Go on auto pay. Teach your people that's probably the best way to do it, so that you are just on auto pay. You're setting your team up on auto pay, and you're helping to protect to protect yourself from fraud. If you want to pay with Bitcoin, you can pay with BitPay, with a BitPay card, or with the BitPay wallet, or other exchanges, which I'm getting a list of the Bitcoin exchanges that we can use. So the thing here is that you guys want to make sure that you know, the company is doing this all for you, to support the growth of our company. You know, Ron was saying, you know, rather than increasing the cost of the membership from $279 to, you know, $315 or $379, it's just for those who want to use a credit card, just have to pay the 10%. So just so that you guys know, the company isn't taking that money. It's to pay for what what is required of the fraud protection on the credit card and all the fees that go involved. Just so you guys know. And if you do pay for the product, or you have your team pay for the product in Bitcoin, it's a 1.5%. But we want to make sure that people are getting on auto pay, and so once Monday hits, we'll know more about how the payment system gateway process works, and I'll be sharing with you more about that as well. And we'll have videos on that to make sure that you guys get paid and your team is aware of the process. So if you need help, guys, contact your sponsor. Contact them on Facebook, on email, or wherever they want you to reach them. If you know your sponsor and your sponsor says contact the leader that we've assigned to you, then reach out to your leader, guys, if you have questions or need help. This is the person who enrolled you into Unify, or the team leader who's working with you. And if you're not enrolled in Unify, contact the person who referred you to this session. So if you're not yet in our team, then reach out to the person who brought you here. If you need a funnel, you're going to email Anna Peters only if you're going to send $100 for pro membership. You're doing that every 3 months, which is 4 times a year for access and updates for the funnel, which again, we're going to update and then update again. We're going to update and then update again. So if you're getting a funnel, you send the $100 in. For VIP group access as well, we add you into our VIP group. You're going to email cryptoteamlife@gmail.com with your name, your preferred email address, and if you want to pay with Bitcoin or PayPal. And your team leader, if you're under our team, they will have the Bitcoin wallet address that you can send it to, or the PayPal. The PayPal email is different from Crypto Team Life, so ask your team leader. Don't just send PayPal, okay? Ask your team leader for the info, or ask your sponsor. And if you don't know who your team leader is, you can write in one of our Facebook groups, wherever you're at. You can ask for support, and we'll help you. You can tag me, you can tag Shane, you can tag Aaron, you can tag anybody who's a team leader here. Get in Facebook groups. Unify Team Builder is the group of over 19,000 people that we've built, Mike and I, and our team, Tina and Jason and Aaron and all of these amazing people in the Unified Team Builder group, guys. So many great leaders in there. I know I'm not listing all of you, but you guys are doing such a phenomenal job. We've got some emerging team leaders coming up, just really kicking butt, and I'm so excited to see that. Again, duplication is key, so that's why we're going to work on your funnels for you. VIP group, if you have a funnel and you paid for the funnel, get in VIP group. And get in your sponsors group. So I know there's a lot of sponsors out there who have groups, so get in their own group as well, because they have, you know, private announcements for you as well with their own meetings with you, Zoom sessions and stuff like that, webinars. The Unify Nation group, again, just to remind you, it's going to change. And Shane and the team of leaders, we're going to be adding you into a new Facebook group after Monday once we go into payment mode. Once the paid positions are locked in, people will be added into a new Unify Nation group, so we can really support one another, and obviously not have people in there who aren't a part of our community. So, okay, I believe this is my last slide. Yes. Okay, so prepare for epic growth. All right, so Unify Cares is going to open a leadership opportunity. You get to travel the world to help people financially. We're going to be all the leaders here are going to be traveling and doing seminars and workshops and meeting people. You're going to see us making a huge splash out there with this movement, and we're so excited for it. So it's going to be happening strategically as we move out, as we grow and build. And so do your best now to get inundated with the company. Get in now. Make sure your team gets in now so that they can have an opportunity to be at the top. This is like a founding company, guys. Like, when do you ever have an opportunity to be a part of something like this? It's going to go huge. It's a legacy company, as John says. It's groundbreaking. It's revolutionary, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. So get your people in now. Get your people in. When Monday hits, let's have this huge growth. Let's lock these people in now. Be a founding member. Let your team know to become a founding member of this company, guys, because we haven't launched in other countries very much, right? We haven't like flown out to Korea or Singapore or Hong Kong, and like we haven't done that, right? Like we haven't like gone blasting into Australia or South Africa or, you know, in other places, UK. Like we haven't blasted out. So if you're somebody in the UK and you want to make a huge impact here, get people in now. It's huge, because if you have a UK team growing and you've got some people in there at the ground level, man, it's just going to take off. I'm telling you, you've got to get people in right away. Absolutely. Don't wait for the sophisticated funnel. Don't wait for the sophisticated funnel. Get people in now, and then we'll educate and be able to duplicate in a streamlined fashion. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create financial sustainability for yourself and to help others, to serve others in gaining financial freedom. It's all around. It's all around. This is the place to secure your resources, to grow your financial IQ, to become educated in both the crypto and the money markets, right? That's huge, guys, to become an expert in these industries, to secure your funds and to grow your funds, right? It's just so big, and to help others do that. So this company is going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. It already is, but it hasn't even started. We haven't even launched. And as you can feel, the energy of all of this is just amazing. But you know, it's not just because of the generous compensation plan, right, that Ron and Co put together. It's not just because the matrix model rocks that we can have unlimited amounts of re-entries. It's not just because of your involvement with what you want to do and your goals that you have personally, but it's because of the team. It's because of the team energy, the collaboration, focusing in on abundance and prosperity, and the fact that the founders here are truly in a humbling, caring way. They truly want to make a difference. They truly want to help people. And I'm somebody who's been marketing, making a meaningful difference since 2012. I've put millions into marketing on Facebook. My videos have always been focused on being authentic, being genuine, speaking to who you are, being you in business was my tagline, and showing up authentically as you do, align you with what you do was my other tagline. Just, you know, there's so much that I've created that has been focused on this, and I've not aligned with many leaders in my lifetime. You know, Mike Klingler is one of them, and now Unify is my home, because it's truly the place where these people care. Ron, Dave, John care about the people. They care about not just us, but they care about this global impact that they can make. They've had results, right? They've seen results with themselves and how they can utilize their signals and their reports and their awareness of the marketplace and all of the experience that Ron has financially, leading billion-dollar portfolios for companies in 25 different countries. You know, it's an unprecedented opportunity to be a part of this movement. And it's only going to get bigger. And if you get in now, you're going to be awake, you're going to be aware, and you're going to be motivated. You're going to be in it. And that's how we win: collaboration and understanding the value that the owners have, the meaning, right? The meaning of why they're doing this is to empower people financially and to help people in a big way. So I'm Robin Lynn. I'm so inspired, guys. Hopefully this was helpful for you. And if it brought up some questions, I believe you know what to do to reach out to the person who brought you here, reach out to your sponsor or your team leader. If you want a funnel, email at the email I gave you, or ask your team leader or your sponsor to have access to a funnel, because we will be building them and creating them and updating them. And again, on the 29th at 12:01 a.m., we're looking to shift the funnel completely. So this is your opportunity to have access to something so amazing. I'm so looking forward to supporting you in creating financial sustainability. I'm Robin Lynn, and I'm so blessed that you are here with us. Real freedom, real simple, connecting you to your financial sustainability, to your prosperity, and to be able to make a big impact and to make a big difference in the world. So I'll talk to you guys soon.